Timekeeper, you good? Okay. Speaker, whenever you're ready.
Imagine what's most important to you. To some of you, it might be family. To others, it might be your possessions. To my mother, the most important thing was being selfless. Her goal was always to be a social worker. She helped at a homeless shelter, basically as her first job career. My mother has taken care of me my whole life, so I'd like to think I know her better than anyone. My mother chooses to be selfless, to help others more than make profit, and making her own life easier. Now let me start by telling you how it all started when she went to college. My mother's biggest dream was to be the first in our family to go to college. And of course her goal was to be a social worker. She wanted nothing more than to help others. Next, I'll tell you how she first started out working at a homeless shelter while she was still going to college. My mother spent her free time that she wasn't putting towards school to help the homeless shelter. She chooses to put her extra free time towards volunteering. She could have used that time to relax and work on her studies, but instead she decided that it was better to contribute to society. She balanced a lot of work all at once, still managing to be productive. She was a full-time student, worked to support 2 people, and used her free time to volunteer. Finally, I'll tell you how she currently works for a nonprofit, being fresh out of college when she could easily do something better and more profitable. She finishes college strong with bumps along the way, had lots of sleepless nights, as we all, and ends with her getting her bachelor's degree in social work, with a license in abuse counseling. Even after all my mother's schooling, she still chooses to work for a nonprofit. It's a nonprofit, so she doesn't make a lot of money, and she could choose to get a higher paying job, but she chooses to contribute to other people's lives instead. My mother has always been a selfless person and contributes as much as she can to society. In conclusion, she has always wanted nothing more than to help others. She spent her whole free time helping others as well as raise me, and she has finally been the first in our family to finish college so she could help those in need. My mother doesn't take many days off. She takes care of others more than she takes care of herself. And even after all that schooling, she's even currently planning on going back to college to get her master's degree.